Hey everyone, welcome to week 2 of forensics. Hope everybody had a great first week, and I have to start with an apology. Several of you have me for both earth science and forensics, so you have to hear some of the same information twice. I'm so sorry. Maybe you can even fast forward through parts that you're like, yeah, whatever, heard this. So, with that said, let's move forward for all of you who don't have me for 2 classes. One thing I want to point out is that I want to make sure everybody is reading the updates every week. And look, somebody gave me a like here. I like those likes. I like my likes. I like them because it lets me know you're out there, which is great. And guys, feel free to, you can put comments in here. Nobody even commented on this. I thought that was kind of funny. Nobody even commented. Jeez, but you can go in and you feel free in the updates. Don't be scared. Your presence can be known there in the updates, not just mine. And then also, this one that I posted about the virtual work session, I was very lonely, nobody came, so I want to make sure everybody knows exactly where to find that. So if you go into materials, this course info folder is always right here. Here's the link for the work sessions that takes you to a Collaborate session. You can try out that link anytime just to see if you can get in if you're not sure about getting into a Collaborate session. Now, those work sessions that I have are not required. They're just there if you want help with the content or you have questions about anything. So, it might be that you want me to help you create a schedule because you're getting behind and you're thinking if you just had somebody to help you put together a schedule for during the week that you could be more successful with your classes. I can do that for you too. So just know that these are here. We can work together. You can just open it and just say, hey, I'm just opening this because I know you're there during this time, Monday 10 a.m., Wednesday 5 p.m., and I'm going to work on my assignments, and I want you there in case I have questions. That's great. Maybe you want to schedule time to work in this class during those times so that you know I'm available during a Collaborate session. That does not mean that I'm not available any other time. You can reach out to me at absolutely any time and I'll get back to you just as soon as possible. So you can text me, call me, Schoology message, email, whatever. All that information's right here for you. So don't be afraid to stop by a work session, and you could just stop by and see if there's any other students there. If you just want to stop in and chat with other students for a bit or work with somebody else on an assignment, that's okay too. So don't forget those are there. And then just so you know, Thursdays I'm going to try to go to the face-to-face work sessions at our on-site location at in Lakewood, whatever the address is. I don't know. That should be posted. I think that's on your homepage. If you're not sure where it is, let me know, and I'll send you that info. So know that there's lots of opportunities for you to get help, either during these set times or any time at all, whether it be just a quick text, a phone call, a Collaborate session, or face-to-face at the Ed Center. There's really nothing I can do if you don't let me know that you're struggling or need help in the class. If you let me know, there's lots of ways we can work together. So that's your job, your responsibility as an online learner. Okay, so the other link here that I need to point out is this late work link. And this is here for when you have submitted an assignment that has already been given a 0. It's only going to be given a 0 if you submit it after the due date and I've already graded. Okay, so just know that your due date, they're always on Sunday, so Sunday at midnight. And by the way, if you submit an assignment on Sunday, it might tell you that it's late. And it may do that because I have my folder set for student completion. That's why it says must complete here. It's a weird glitch in Schoology. For whatever reason, it won't let me put a time. It won't let me put midnight as the time on that due date that your stuff is due. It defaults to whatever time on the day that I posted that folder, which is usually Monday morning at around 7 a.m. So if I'm posting the folder and the assignments around 7 a.m. on Monday, it defaults to that same time of day on Sunday as your time that stuff's due. So you might post, or you might submit an assignment at like 10 a.m. on Sunday, and you are well within the time that needs to be submitted. And it might tell you that it's late. My cat is trying to join us here. Do you guys have cats? Do your cats come walking in front of your computer? So anyway, get rid of the cat. You might have a little late notification pop up for an assignment. I know that it's not late because I can see when you submitted. I can see the date. So don't even stress about those. Don't worry about them. Don't use this late work link. You don't need to text or message me. You only use this link if I have started grading, and I don't start grading till after the due date. So it's another thing to keep in mind. If, let's say this last week you submitted one of these assignments, maybe your story, maybe you did it right away on 8/18, I wouldn't even start grading it until the 25th, okay? Because I don't stay up till midnight and start grading your assignments right after midnight. I would start grading it sometime Monday morning, the 25th. Might take me a good 3 days to get through everything in my classes. So there might be some weeks, you know, your assignments aren't getting graded until Wednesday. So don't think I'm ignoring your work. It's just that I don't grade until after the due date, and then I grade everything together. Now, that's when you might get a 0. So if you have not submitted one of these assignments, and let's say it's the 26th and I'm done with all the grading, you're going to start seeing zeros show up in the grade book. Doesn't mean you can't still do the assignment. I want you to do that assignment, okay? You still need to do it. So once you do that assignment, you need to use this late work link and let me know it's there. Otherwise, I can't see it in the grade book. The notifications that show me that an assignment is done don't pop up because as far as the grade book is concerned, you already did it. You got a 0. You got a grade. So it's graded. A 0 means it's graded. So I don't see it. That's why this is so important. So you've got to put in your name, let me know which class you're in, and tell me what assignments you've done, and submit. That goes straight to an Excel spreadsheet. So I use that spreadsheet to grade late work. I don't grade late work as often as I grade on-time work. Okay, late work is kind of a pain. I have to go back and find individual assignments, and you know, I'm not in that flow of grading all of the same assignment, which is much easier for me when I'm leaving comments and providing feedback. If I'm doing all of the same assignment, it goes a lot faster. So please guys, keep that in mind. It is so much easier for me to grade your work on time. Okay, I'll accept it late, but it may not be graded for quite some time if it's late. So you know, I've had students in the past who send me a message and say, oh, I just submitted 5 assignments and I have to meet eligibility this week. Will you please grade them right now? Probably I can't. That's not going to be an option. So don't assume that I'm going to get right to your late work. So these are those reminders here. This is where it shows me you've done your, maybe submitted your assignments. And those don't come up if you already have a 0 in the grade book. Okay, so let's talk a bit about this week. And again, we're having a pretty easy week because sometimes there's glitches for students in the beginning. It might be, you know, you've had tech issues or issues with Schoology, or, you know, we actually have quite a big part of our student population who doesn't start with us until the first or second week because they realize, you know what, I want this other option for school. So they join us a little bit late. So if you're one of those people who have joined late, shouldn't be a big deal. We've kept everything pretty easy here in the beginning. So again, remember, you're going to have to click next to get through each page. You do have a scientific method evaluation assignment where you have the instructions here, tells you what to do, and then you're going to go to the next page to what looks like a quiz. Now, whenever you see this format in my class, right here, where it looks like a puzzle piece, and it comes up as a quiz or a test, just know that the expectation isn't that you're treating that like a quiz or a test where you can't use other information. That is just a way for you to enter content or your answers or, you know, whatever it might be, that's easier for me to grade. So never think that that's something you have to do without looking at any of your notes or content or whatever. Okay? And then you do have an assignment here that's kind of lengthy, River of Venom. It is an interactive, and this icon here does not let you enter it. Make sure you read carefully. This is where you enter the activity. This is just to show you where you're starting. So one of the things I've seen here with students is that they start this activity and there's a page where it tells you that you need to send in an email and get an answer to continue forward. Sometimes that doesn't work. And honestly, it doesn't matter to me if you don't want to wait for that email response. It's not from me, it's actually from the makers of this, this activity here. Then there is a way to bypass that, and it's at the bottom of the box where you actually send the email. There's a little link down at the bottom that says something like continue without email response, or I'm not exactly sure of the wording, but it's there. So you can choose that and continue forward. So no reason for you to get stuck and not be able to finish. Now there is a document attached here. This document has a few questions that you need to answer. This is what you're going to submit to me to show me that you completed the activity. And see, it's on the next page here that you submit that. So you'll fill that out and you will submit it on the next page. If for any reason you can't get into that interactive, a couple things to keep in mind whenever you're having computer issues. One of the first things is clear your cache. If you don't know how to do that, let me know. The other is to switch browsers. If the browser that you're using doesn't work for some type of simulation or activity, or sometimes even video, it might mean that you need to try another browser. So always try those really simple steps first, and then if you still can't get something to work, let me know. But the one other thing I want to point out, and it's here in materials and course info. Hopefully some of you saw this as you were looking through course info last week. And I have to remember where I put it. I think it might be in, I don't know where I put it. In fact, now that I say that, I hope it's here. Oh, helpful documents. It's in that link there. There's this one at the very bottom, plugin downloads. And this one's handy, and I would recommend everybody do this. When you pull this up, it shows you all of the different downloads that you may need as you go through your classes in Schoology. So each one of these is a link you can click on, and you can just check and see if each one of these is updated on your computer, because without having all of these updated, there may be simulations, interactives, videos that you cannot watch. So spend some time going through this and just doing a quick check on your computer. So again, that's in course info, and it's in the helpful documents link. So right here at the bottom, plugin downloads. Take some time to go through that. So pretty straightforward, guys. Again, we're keeping it pretty easy here in the beginning. Shouldn't be too stressful, but let me know if you have any issues. And don't forget that I am available to help you, and I want to help you. And I want you to reach out if there's anything that you're still confused about, whether it be with my class, Schoology in general, or even just being an online student, if there's ways that I can help you with that. So hope you have a great week, and I hope to see at least a few of you maybe pop into the work session this time. Have a good one.